However,
So mine's
that
still
would
going to be
sure,
fancier.
Let me see.
Yeah. Well, so
Village Temple is also in Ireland.
yeah, I'd like to list a second option. We could go to Wales to recruit, or we could go to France.
No,
Yeah,
there
right.
are no French allowed.
Well, actually, right now there's kind of a civil war going on in France, so
It's true.
Which France?
Brittany.
Hey, Gray.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and build a stone circle.
Okay. Just on your own. Just start stacking stones. La 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 la. What's Tony doing?
Cost two pounds per stone plinth. That means I can make a 20. I can make a 26 stone plinth circle.
How is it
That's
actually
not
Stonehenge?
That's basically what I'm saying. I'm gonna make Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Another
Stonehenge already exists, you know.
Oh.
Yes, we're going to be making another
The
Stonehenge.
second
here.
Stonehenge. Stonehenge 2, Stonehenge, yeah.
Yes.
Stonehenge 2, son of Stonehenge.
Stonehenge 2,
Stonehenge
rock
2.
hard.
Stonehenge 2, Avalonian Gigolo.
Oh, God.
Stonehenge 2, natural torchlight boogaloo.
Oh, God.
Right. So, yes, you can build it. You can pay people to build a new Stonehenge.
There are so many dumb things you're allowed to do in this game.
We're turning this into a freaking pagan religious site.
Pagan and Christian.
We're
This
just
will
gonna
probably
put it-
be one of the last places in England where pagan and Christian communities coexist.
Yeah.
Can,
That's only because they have to.
yes, because we've put up the sanctuary temple across the street from
Yeah.
the cathedral.
Actually, strangely enough, that would be more Arthurian than Arthurian, because Arthurian legend is supposed to be about like the union of these two different things, but they never quite pulled it off.
And here we are pulling it off.
Yeah.
If by
Okay,
pulling it
just
off you mean
because we're terrible.
like dooming entire Britain for the eternity.
What do you mean dooming? We're going to make Britain a world power. Before the 600s. So, Gray, what do I need to roll to invent steam engines?
400 on a D20.
Steam engines actually already exist.
Yes,
yeah, they have
do.
to be used screw, but yeah.
Yeah, but they're not really useful for anything right now.
Eh,
I don't think we have the alloys yet.
Yeah.
get bronze.
No, to actually make... We don't have the ability to make the fine enough gears for it. I mean, we barely even have watches right now.
Huh?
I don't think we have watches.
Yeah, we don't even have watches right now.
Yeah.
They're astrolabes, but not
Yes.
watches.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build my large sanctuary temple. And the 25 minimum means I can make a bigger one.
I'll add some money into that. Have a,
This is going to be the gaudiest temple. It's going to be like Stonehenge, where they actually built a wall so they could improve the view around Stonehenge.
No, it's Stonehenge, but Stonehenge on top of a Stonehenge, so it's like a double henge.
Also, it gives me glory. It's just the dumbest thing.
okay. How much are you putting into it?
I think I'll make a 50 pound into it. 50 pounds.
60 pounds total.
50.
50.
50.
Okay.
If you'd like to put some in, you're also welcome to.
All right. I'll put in 50 myself. That puts me down to 8.
We have a 100 pound sanctuary temple.
Everything's like made of marble
so
and
I'd like
shit.
to
Yeah,
point
but
out that It says the baseline one holds 600. We have quadrupled it.
What are you going to call this?
What's
This
the city's
land.
name?
We shall call it this land.
Right.
I think we should call it the Grail Temple.
Grail Temple.
You're just curbing all you can off the name recognition avenue, aren't you?
So how many people can it hold?
2,400 or so.
Call it the Grove of the Ancients, just for the heck of it.
I'm just making a note.
That we own a giant temple.
Yep. Right, I need to get back to
Oh, what's her name? Crap, I forgot. Mordred, I think? Not Mordred.
Morgana. Yeah,
Morgana.
Morgan.
Yeah, we should get her to hold services there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she'll be
Grandma.
up for
sure,
that.
she's just like, okay.
Grandma moves in.
Right.
We should
Oh,
name it.
yeah, that-
We should
Space
name it
Factory.
Avalon.
Avalon's actually a place.
Yeah, that'd be like naming a church heaven. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. We need to come up with something really dumb to call it.
Mm.
We'll stable the name for right now.
Yeah. We'll come up with a name later.
So,
After
how much
the
glory bonus does this lot give you?
One time
you
glory
put
equal to
50
cost
into
to
it, right?
build.
So just
So-
100.
We each get 50 then, I guess, since we both pitched in 50.
Yeah, and Mary gets a 50.
Yeah. And
Great.
then annual glory is equal to the annual cost. And annual maintenance is £5.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure
we get a
that's
check
like
on religion.
Huh?
And we get a check on religion.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Zeb, you want to split the maintenance costs?
Sure.
That
It's
is,
not like
that
it
is
matters.
insane that it only costs 5. Don't go, suppose it's a load of stones in a circle.
No, this is
To
an
be
actual
honest,
temple.
I think that just from the donations that they're going to get, they're going to be able to get the enough money to keep it up. Alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the donations it's going to take in with this many people that it can hold. But it's basically going to be the equivalent of the Vatican.
So you have made the pagan Vatican, or the
Yeah.
pagan.
Yeah, I
You
have made a
think
note,
that's-
because that's the type of thing we need to remember if we do come back to this setting.
Yes. That
Yeah,
we have.
a sanctuary temple large is open air walls, village or town. The
Well-
ritual complex of Sulis Minerva in Bath would be an example of a large temple.
Yeah,
This
we
is
made
like-
one 4 times the size of that.
Yeah. Whereas a large church, a place of Christian worship capable of sitting 750 or so people. The typical staff is several priests and their assistants, made of wood or stone with thatch roof, handsome decorations and accoutrements. So 50 is wood.
Yeah. That's going to get burned down very quickly. So that's 700 people. Right. So you've just provided religious opportunities to over 3,000 people.
Yes.
That's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of people in mourning after the battle, so they're going to have plenty of space.
And we're going to be leaving specific instructions for the priests that they're going to get along with the Christians.
And vice versa. The temple was established by my friends, and it will.
This will
It will be
serve
honored.
as a symbol of friendship.
Yes.
And 10 years later, everything's burning to the ground.
You know what this means. We should name the temple
Is
after something Christian, and the church after something pagan.
what is the Christian Mecca right now currently, Gray? Like the heart of Christianity at the moment?
Rome.
Yeah. It doesn't really exist because it's still in the factions section.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Merrick British Christian?
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, you could say
but
this
it's still
is
Rome because that's where St. Peter's buried.
Yeah.
well, you could say that this is now Canterbury, since that's a big English like in the future.
Oh, probably Jerusalem more than anything, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerusalem or Bethlehem.
You can name it Bethlehem. Ygmir.
No, that'd just piss people off more than it would
Yeah.
come across as an homage.
No, it has to be tastefully named. Thread, help.
Okay, now
Wait,
moving on.
This still goes into a thread.
So, well, it goes into the
Shadow.
Shadow and Thread.
A name for the big church and a name for the massive temple, please, Ted.
Just name the massive temple.
Okay, so where are you thinking about doing your recruitment?
Probably with those Welshmen, since it sounds like there's quite a few of them looking for someone to declare.
So, off to Wales.
Off to Wales.
Yep. Good thing I bought Gray the Whale source book, so
Did you?
yeah, I gave it to you. a while
Yeah,
ago.
I've probably got it. Just looking through
Savage Mountains, it's called.
Well, it's good that he's obviously read it then.
there. Yeah, I was just going to make this bit up.
Oh, well, whatever.
That.
If you want, we can adjourn now, and you can read up on Savage Mountains.
And we can go on an adventure.
No, that's
Actually,
fine.
that would mean that we could spend the entirety of next session properly taking over Wales.
In the course of a year.
Yeah. We get a full year to take Wales for ourselves before the tournament.
I'd just like to point out, Wales is not a small area.
It's a small population because a
That's
lot of it's
true.
just mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's
very much
mostly
mountains.
concentrated in a few cities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, at this point, South Wales is probably the only place you really need to visit
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the rest of it's going to be
What
too.
used to be Escalion, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably take Escalion in a year.
Which, is the part that I'm technically the heir to.
You've got 1,200 men.
Yeah.
Although you are actually can't do that because there's a peace treaty you've signed, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't go to war.
You can't actually just go and kill people.
No.
Yep, so we'd have to go and diplomat them.
Yeah, this is all diplomatic.
Right.
Not that this is
Oh,
something that Merrick would do, but we saw nothing about assassinations.
Yeah.
Well, you want knights. I'm pretty sure killing knights at this stage is probably a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or liberating a land from an army of the undead is totally
Yeah.
fine.
Yes, it is. Hey, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma, we need a mock undead army to invade a place so we can knock it over. Okay, dearie.
It's like, I thought you'd never ask.
It's so fucking stupid. We're talking about sending an army of undead to create a crisis for us to fix, so that we can swoop down and take the throne.
Well, you don't really need that many undead to make an army of the undead. I mean, people just conflate those numbers anyway, unless Grandma decides to strike
Once
out on her own.
there's any undead walking around, I'm pretty sure people are going to freak out.
And then we can go liberate them. Very
They're just
conveniently.
two skeletons in a corner arguing philosophy. Well, if we're dead, how was keeping us together? And they fall apart. I mean, we got no connective
Oh,
tissue.
man, really?
At this point, I'm going to once more think of the hands of we the bad guys sketch. Which is, whenever I'm playing with
Yes.
you guys,
The answer's always yes.
are you actually going to raise an army of undead to go and attack Wales?
Merrick is most certainly not. Forever is all down for it.
Hey, Merrick, you want to go on a trip to Bath for the baths in Bath?
Yeah, why not?
Just get. Oh, why am I thinking the bit out of
No,
Darkness Rising, where they have to keep distracting the paladin?
What's that over there? I was gonna if you weren't gonna reference that, I was.
Yeah. Gamers, that's it. Gamers Darkness Rising.
Aren't those mountains look quest-worthy, don't they?
So, is this the actual plan?
Sure.
Sure.
Is it bad that we need to think about this?
Well, it's the fact that we shouldn't really have to think about it. It's the plan. The answer is yes and hell yes. Unless it turns out that
choice between diplomacy or blasphemous and possibly self-defeating. We would go blasphemous and possibly self-defeating every
no,
day
but
of
you
the
have
week.
to understand that Grave's gonna have to roll some dice to see if because Grandma's been pretty okay, doing things underground and stuff like that. But when the thing about evil necromancers is that they always go through this phase where they try to take over the world, and trying to take over Wells may just be her trigger warning. You know what I mean? Right?
So what you're saying is that after this we should kill your grandma.
It depends on how it all depends on if Grandma fails her or makes or fails her megalomania check.
Oh, whether she crits it.
Yeah.
Seeing it is now 5 years since you discovered. Yeah.
Well, here's a question. It's been 5 years since she was discovered. How many years since was she active before being discovered?
Good long time, I think.
So, megalomania check. I mean, she's been a somewhat out and about active. Who actually knows about Gigmir's old ma? Baster took that to the grave. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was barely involved. I wasn't there at the time when she was outed. I was too busy burying my old man again.
Again.
And see, Arouse wasn't there, so.
Unless I was.
Yeah, most of you probably don't know.
So it's down to you, Yigmir. Do you want to risk letting the old lady off the leash?
I don't know that I trust Grandma that much.
So diplomacy it is.
Diplomacy.
By the way,
I do like the only reason you're not unleashing the undead on Wales is because you're a bit worried you might not be able to control the undead on in Wales.
Well, also, I mean, it's my country. I don't want undead roaming around my country indiscriminately.
Only discriminately.
Only discriminately.
Yes. I want to know what they're doing, why they're doing it.
Because Grandma is really going to have to come back for the Dungeon World campaign
Yeah.
in this area.
I'm pretty sure Grandma is immortal.
I've got so many like baddies I can use in Dungeon World.
She has phylacteries everywhere.
Yeah.
Not gonna use your tower anymore.
So the problem is that for Pendragon we're kind of moving outside the scope of Pendragon. You've got too many magical creatures, and Pendragon doesn't do magic very well.
Did you move everything off of it?
It does
Or
now.
it does. It just does magic very well for the DM.
Is that Miscray over there? I hear in the background.
No, that's not mine. That's someone else.
The operating system fixes.
Oh, that's out of space, probably.
I think that's Miss Space.
I'm muted.
You salvaged everything you could.
Right. So, I'm just going to keep talking, try and drown out in the background. Off to Wales.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say this: mistrust.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just trying to talk to my wife.
That's fine. So,
Miss
off to
Duke.
Wales. Wonderful little march. Yeah.
Nice.
Clip clap, clip clap, clip clap.
Because we wore out at least one pair of coconuts, right?
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
you arrive in South Wales. Wonderful, wonderful South Wales. Let's have a map because, it's been a
Wales.
while since we had a proper map.
What's a map?
It's a thing
Does it
cartographers
exist?
use.
So, basically, if you can look at this, you've got all these places in Escadales and Escalion, which are important, up to the Cardigan Bay, up to Aberystwyth. And then you've got like the North Wales, where there's a bit, but most of it is the Cambrian Mountains and just not worth
Yeah.
it. That's hill trades.
It looks like basically all that's in North Wales is Clare, Aberystwyth, and Cardigan.
Aberystwyth is central Wales.
No.
It's also the biggest town for like 30 miles in any direction. And you can literally walk across it in half an hour. Not that I spent 3 years at university there.
Of course not. How is that pronounced anyway?
Well, Aberystwyth.
Aberystwyth?
Yeah.
Aberystwyth? Okay. Because I know Welsh has some dumb pronunciations.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
at the bottom you've got Clanfarn and Clanid 4. So
Yeah.
double L is pronounced as Clan.
Okay.
So there's a Clonbaden count. Basically, to speak Welsh properly, you've got to have a mouthful of phlegm. But we're going to put the Satoni party. So you're going clop, 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 clop. Alright, so you arrive in Wales. Escalion, they were out a king because, one king killed. Then, Arthur's lot tried to raise here.
Yup.
And then
And it's like you arrive in Wales. You wonder if it's actually worth staying there.
Yeah.
Do I really want to
Hi.
keep this place?
My dad used to be your king.
So they're going to want proof for this. You're going to ride into Cardiff, I assume, which is
Yeah.
pretty much the biggest city here.
It's basically the biggest city in the entirety of Wales.
Yeah. And you're going to basically declare yourself that you're the king.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're basically... How are you going to start
Well-
proving that?
Well, I look Welsh.
How do you look Welsh?
So does everybody else there.
Prove you're a king.
The
Prove
wet
you're the-
toes are a giveaway.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Well, did you save any of the Grail water? You said you saved some.
Yeah.
Is that really a proof of kinship?
Yeah,
It's proof
lay
of
his
being
hands on
awesome.
somebody and heal them. That's kingly.
No, well, you just, I'm getting this idea we're getting the Monty Python sketch here. It's like, King, I didn't vote for you.
No, it's more the fact that anybody can ride into town and say I'm the king of your somebody who died 20 years ago. Yeah, not the last king, the king not that king, the king before that guy.
The one who's been dead for 20 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm his son.
All right. So, do you remember when the last Pendragon sent that entourage to Estergales, and there's that one woman night?
All the peasants go, what? No, you're not going
What?
to peasants. This is a nobleman. They will actually remember that. Yeah.
Roll
Yeah, that's
for,
my
Not many people forget when the king gets murdered in the his own home.
Yeah,
By
that
his son.
woman was my mom.
roll a birthmark check.
So the guy who's currently in charge, the Duke, we'll call him a Duke, kind of stands forward and says, "Yeah, that may be, but you'll be illegitimate, and there is no real proof that you're his. Can you even tell me his name?" Sorry, that was below the belt.
Gray,
Below the belt.
dick, move, Gray.
Oh,
Really great.
Do you know how long I've been waiting to do that one now?
Oh, ow.
Cannon.
Yeah, he is actually canon. Yeah,
Cannon.
Kanan.
And Gigmir had he shouldn't tell you his name. His name is King Cannon.
Hold on. I clicked the thing, and it told me estragals or 3 dragon head kugule when I went to the Wikia.
Right.
I am a canny runner.
You're a canny runner. Well, that just means you're clever at running.
So, no, what it says on the wiki is that
Like the
King Pennon
tortoise.
was regarded as a canny runner and expert diplomat.
Well, you sure as hell didn't inherit that from him.
No, he takes some more after his mother.
Or it's better than taking after grandma.
Well, I found the Holy Grail.
You did?
I did.
You're able to prove this?
Yes.
Got water from it right here.
I'm assuming you have it in either. Do you have it in a boring old locket around your neck, or do you have a full reliquary with like priests following you?
I just keep a reliquary of priests following me.
He's got some Eric with him, which is kind of the next best thing.
Yeah. You got to remember that that water is pretty much the most valuable thing in the whole country.
Yeah.
You all have a vial of it in your castles, probably guarded
Like
at
we
all
probably
time.
have a couple of vials of it.
Yeah. You probably have the vials on show, and then the actual water somewhere else, completely different, hidden.
Yeah.
You have this big guarded vial.
Like, and when we say a big guarded vial, I mean we each have like a couple gallons.
No, you haven't got that.
That
much.
was a lot of that. You guys did a lot of pouring through. Like, what'd you do? Like, take it to a waterfall and just going through the grail into a big into a barrel?
I think you probably have a bucket full. So, a gallon, maybe.
Yeah.
And the amount you've actually used will have been, relatively small.
Yeah.
So you will have a good amount each. But
We
it will be
each
the
probably
most-
carry a vial with us because we have that much.
But once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And
this will get me an army. I can show off some Holy Grail water.
Okay, so we have somebody who is sick, and they kind of go off and find the wife of somebody who's dying of some horrible fever. And it's like,
Alright.
if you truly have got Grail water, then prove it.
Okay. We go over and I'm pretty sure a drop will cure him.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're kind of like, it's a sip. If you have the priests with you, they'll crack the seal, because it'll be wax sealed so it doesn't evaporate.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll kind of like reach in with the guns for pet and bring a small amount out, with like 2 priests making sure none is spilled at any point.
Yeah.
And then this is a whole ceremony. They'll be chanting.
As a note, they're pagan priests, not Christian priests.
Yep.
Which is even more hilarious.
Yep. But still, it's holy.
Yeah.
They just believe.
All
They
the
believe
holy accoutrements are taken care of.
yeah.
Yes.
They know it's from God. They just disagree which God. That's basically
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah.
That's why you
I
can
mean,
still find it's a pagan.
For all we care, they're actually the same God.
Yeah. It's just different ways of worshipping.
Yep.
It's
That's
different
about
wa-
how much Tony cares.
No, actually, it's just that the tides had different addresses written on them.
Yeah.
Which place gets the tides to the church?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's about as far as the party cares.
So, there'll be this big, elaborate, a very impressive ritual where a small amount of holy water is used and the wound is cured. Gain 100 glory.
Yay.
You can all have 100 glory for being. I'm sure you'll all be part of it.
Yay.
Yay!
And plus, at this point, I may as well just throw glory at you.
Have more glory.
Have more glory. So, we lost forever, so he can't complain about this.